Yo, welcome back to the project. Project Zero Reshift here, another video podcast. Three main things start off the video, of course. How's your day? What's the main highlight? Let me know what's been important to you and what's been happening past 24 hours. Secondly, what's the main frustration you want to vent out if you have anything negative you want to get off your chest. Of course, if there isn't anything, it's all the better, right? If you don't have anything bad to talk about or to vent, then it's great. The third last thing is, on the topic of this video, if there's anything relevant you want to share, a little short story. In this case, this particular video is going to cover, I guess you could say, networking, meeting someone new, um, someone you may have some things in common with, and just sitting down having a conversation. And it also covers a little bit of everything that goes along with it. So it's a lot of logistical stuff, carrying packages. When I don't know, imagine you're going out. You need to go and bring a lot of stuff with you, but you don't want to carry a huge heavy bag, and you're trying to plan on how to get it done. So I don't know what kind of topic that is. Like I would say that's logistics. That's just kind of planning, but it's not really a succinct word for that, except for logistics, and that's kind of complicated. So I'll just say the main topic should be focused on just like meeting someone new. Okay. And I think that will be the main topic because I'm going to just kind of regurgitate a little bit about a memory I just had with someone new yesterday. So that's that. You can switch out that third topic for a funny meme to lame the maths here as well. So those are three questions posted on YouTube, Discord, or the Reddit page. Again, if you're listening on as a podcast on Spotify, you won't be able to actually listen to any of this kind of stuff. I mean, you won't be able to respond to any of this kind of stuff because there won't be a comment section. But anyways, this is slice of life in real life, mishmashed together. So to create this authentic VR paradox where you have like important domains of life, the real finance, relationships, housing, all that kind of stuff. And then on the other side, you have like artificial intelligence, self-improvement, and all this kind of other important stuff put together to create daily lessons, kind of like, or daily check-ins, I would say, for orphans. So this Gramps slice of life, and let's get started. So we have, like I said, I'm just carrying a lot of stuff inside this bag, and this started happening just about 2 days ago. So it is a fairly recent development, right? It's recent because I actually just, I don't know, it looks such a mess, and I don't know. I guess it's a lot of planning. So on the notion of this, it's kind of relevant because to the person I met yesterday, he's also someone who's he's a lot older than me, but he spent his life trying to, I don't know, serve a certain cause. I'm not going to say particularly what, but he cares a lot about the world, about society, and he wants to find a way to make it, quote unquote sustainable. So that's kind of dead giveaway as to what kind of my hair's such a mess right now, man. You can tell I woke up pretty late. I didn't really get time to clean up. I'm supposed to be downtown right now, usually working on the actual podcasts themselves by editing, but I'm not. I'm here instead. So I'm a little bit disheveled. Just jumped right into it. I'm gonna switch over to the larger screen now. So we had a conversation yesterday, and this is there's some stuff here I'm carrying. Obviously, I'll just put it down. But here are the napkins and chopsticks I used yesterday to have a meal with him. He treated me out to just some really classic Chinese food yesterday, for about what I'm trying to pinpoint how much it cost. I think it's about roughly $20. It's very cheap and affordable, and it was good because between the two of us, we just split it. And he brought his own containers because, like I said, he's a very kind of sustainable and minimalistic lifestyle kind of person. But his focus is on minimalism. Minimalism is almost more like me, but he is more focused so much on what's the right word? Sustainability, right? And you can tell that basically I said I wouldn't give away the cause, but it's pretty much environmentalism. It's interesting because I think that's kind of past tense. It's only like 2010 to 20 funny kind of thing. But for him, who's lived longer, and isn't as up to date with more recent trends, there's a different perspective for both of us based off the experiences that we've had. And so definitely he's still on that environmental stuff because for him it's kind of fresh. For me, everything he's learned about, fossil fuels and climate change and all that kind of stuff is kind of old news, and also is kind of fallen by the wayside because it's taking a very more taking a more conservative approach, I think. And he's back when he grew up, like many years, like before I was born and stuff like that, he was very conservative. So it's just kind of how the way of life goes, right? People start off in one motion, and then they switch to the other as they're exploring something new, and he's kind of still exploring that new aspect. Anyways, so we had a good connection. He's a business person, so he's a businessman, and doing something very slightly unorthodox. It's more difficult, obviously, for him to maintain any source of you know profitability based off of what he's doing. It's harder to make income, given that his cause is definitely more. You could say it's more socially oriented, and it sounds like a SJW kind of thing. So they made for an interesting conversation, right? We had some disagreements, but it was very interesting to meet someone who was very open to sharing his kind of stuff, and it certainly was. We met in all commonalities. He even played some music from what it's like Chinese immigrants from the 1980s and around the block, and that was really it was enlightening. I mean, I'll throw some names out there like Cowboy Junkies, and so it was, and he like talking about like David Suzuki and stuff. It's very interesting, and I never thought I would find someone like that as I was sort of camping out, not camping out, but yeah, sort of camping out. I was going to reply to some messages and calls. I didn't get back to half of those people yet because I actually bumped into this new person, this new businessman at a very traditional old Cantonese Chinese speaking kind of building, suite plaza. Think of like a shopping center, but it's more like a whole suite, not a center for shopping. But it is for shopping, but it's like a suite. It's like vertically oriented. It's not spread across just two floors horizontally. It's more of a vertical rise. Anyways, I don't know what to call that. It's like a shopping center instead of shopping mall. I think that's the right term. Instead of shopping mall, it's a shopping center. Afterwards, he treated me out to a nearby plaza with Chinese food. So it's nice meeting somebody new. Somebody new. It's definitely an experience I want to log here, and I wish him all the best in his business adventures as well as particularly his cause. He's very invested in that. He's had some setbacks in terms of just not being able to find a whole lot of people who want to connect with his cause, and I said I certainly feel that way. Particularly right now in the past, I think 2 years post pandemic, 2021 till now, people are a lot colder when it comes to that. And I'm saying I think it's just reasonable, and he has his own opinions on that. So, all right, so that's that, and that's something that was included inside that put inside this bag. Now I said, all right, I'm starting to get the feel of it now. It's nice, nice. All right, I'm backing into the podcasting thing. I came into this video feeling like some kind of ogre. It's like I did disheveled and not really knowing how to say or communicate. So we have all this stuff here. Okay. And I'm not carrying my luggage bag anymore. So on the notion of planning and stuff like that, I have all this stuff here. And it's basically me trying to identify what I really need for the most part and take it out the luggage bag and place it into this plastic. It's broken already, but it's a plastic newspaper bag for mail that is from my new place, my new lease. Now, this outer bag and that inner bag are different. The inner bag is already broken. It's somewhere inside there. And I'm just going to cover very briefly all the contents inside here that I think I need. So on that notion, let's cover some food. So first of all, I purchased some herbs. I made some small purchases that could fit. So some bacon bits and some oregano leaves. I've covered these before. Now I have to cover them again. This is a previous video, but I'm buying them again because they've got to run out. Especially, it's hard to find oregano in the Dollarama store. Both of them for about $1, $1.30 after tax. Very small, very cheap. We have this drink here. I didn't put this inside, although it could fit. It's a healthy It's a Gatorade Fit brand. I said healthy, but I guess it is healthy. It's got no sugar. It's got more vitamins, but it's just a drink. All I wanted was something to drink that didn't have sugar, just to keep myself hydrated. And then we have this, which is definitely not healthy. It's a butt ton of sugar, but it's probably the better one. Reese's Pieces, peanuts with coated peanut butter and candy shell. So this was not as bad as the other ones because the whole package has about 50 grams of sugar. Still pretty bad, but because it's candy. But the other ones have kind of up to about 100. Anyways, so some small snack stuff. I think the overall cost of that was like about $7, 6.80, something like that. And I put those to the side here. This is garbage. I'm going to take the herbal supplement things and I'm going to place it inside the luggage bag when I get a chance to go downtown to my place, which is exactly where it is. I'm going to go downtown and put this in the luggage bag because I don't need to carry the herbs with me, honestly. It's really not that important. And the drink will come with me. And this napkin and chopsticks will come with, I'll put inside the bag after I've cleared the contents in this video. All right, so what else do we have? We have all these receipts here. So there's two bunch of receipts. And first of all, by the way, the person who I met yesterday, as I said, was kind of relevant because if I look at he has more than one office. One of them, if you step into the display, you can see it's a very open concept. It's kind of messy looking because it's focused more on displaying all the interesting gadgetry and the designs and products. I could say from engineering perspective. In engineers, we call it the prototypes, right? He had all these different prototypes. Um, Anyways, it looks a lot like mine kind of stuff. It's kind of messy. It's kind of you're just taking scrambling bits that fit together that make sense, and it doesn't have to look good. It just has to work. We're just focusing solely on practicality and functionality, but it looks kind of like a mess, honestly speaking. And I prefer not to do that because it just you don't want to carry this around. Anyways, what else is inside here? So I said there are two bundle receipts. They are recent receipts that are not related to income tax. These are just things I purchased from Walmart and dollar store and like the herbs that I just showed you right here, as well as the drink and the snack. So those are kind of small receipts that have nothing to do. These are just things I have to scan. I did not scan them all yet. Once I'm done, I had to throw them away. And because we already covered the video with receipts, I went through all of them already, I believe. Yeah. Or I can leave them here on the side and cover them later. But another thing that we can do, say that it's here, are also the receipts that we have covered in the previous video that we said we need to still log into income tax purposes. So there were things here that covered office supplies and expenses that are worth noting down so that we can claim back some of the benefits for. So I would love to actually get that done, but it was in here for 3 days now, I think, ever since we had this bag here. There's another bag before this, that's why I can say 3 days. That one tore up as well. Basically what this is, and we'll get to this in a moment. It's from, as I said, it's from mail. But so here there are receipts here that are recent purchases that are just for food and drinks, and then the other one, it's a bundle of receipts here that I covered in a week ago, a bundle of receipts, at least 50 receipts, and cleared out to the remaining income tax relevant receipts that I want to claim for next year. So those are these here at behind here at the back, and just kind of right there. Okay. All right, what next? We also have, and I'm trying not to take everything out because it'd be a mess. Oh, we'll do it. We'll take it out. So behind, in front, actually, we have this is Ignite. It's a certain company. Think of like Bell, TELUS, Freedom Mobile, phone and internet, right? So for particularly me, in this case, I have home internet now. I have it installed. I met with a technician. That's another experience. That guy was very patient. There's every time I talk about these things, of course, the objects are never the main. They just remind you of the experiences you had and the people that you've met. And so I was out there trying to make it downtown. It took such a long time. And this guy was so patient with me. And we spoke the same tongue. So we both speak Guangdonghua, Cantonese. And so I could tell because we picked up, he had that kind of traditional Hong Kong accent kind of thing, when you come today, when you gonna arrive? So we had a conversation, and I was like, you can just leave if your dispatcher says you gotta go, you gotta go. You don't have to wait for me. But he's like, it's okay. I was like, I'll wait, wait. And then half an hour passed, and then 50 minutes passed, and then I finally arrived. And anyways, he had everything set up already as I was like coming there. So he had all the paperwork, administrative stuff, and technical stuff set up. And all he had to do was come in and physically install everything, and then ask me what I want for the network password and stuff like that. So we got that installed. It was really snappy, and but he was really calm and chill, and I tried to be calm and chill, and we got along really well. And so that was done, and that's why we have this brochure here. And I can't show you the entire package, but basically there's an entire package, right? Like there's a modem, right, with all the cable wires, and they're all in the new place right now, plugged in. I obviously can't. I don't want to unplug it in case that takes away the internet. But once I finally move in like a month's time, hopefully I'll be able to have everything set up here in terms of live streaming equipment or the video making or the podcasting equipment, and then I can turn the camera and you'll be able to see the modem, and we'll talk a little bit about that because again, real life, right? IRL, slice of life. That's what this is all about. That's turns out another memory, another person to meet, and this guy was like, from Hong Kong. He's been working on his. I asked him how long he's been doing his job for, right? I said, I've been working for 7 years for like a St. John's ambulance, kind of like first aid kind of thing. But it seems like here you're really experienced because you had everything set up. And what he said he's been there for 50 years doing that job. I was like, what the anyways, yeah, he's good at what he's doing, and yeah, it's great. So he's a contractor. Another memory, another thing to pass on, another thousands and thousands of things to handle. Quite overwhelming. We got some here. This is mail. So there's another thing I had to do. I had to clear the mail, and it was useful. No, this is not all of them. There's like a huge 100. That's not an exaggeration. There was at least 70 pieces of mail, possibly up to 100, for at least 3 different previous tenants who had lived in the unit that I did. And my goodness. So anyways, one of them is this Shoppers Drug Mart kind of thing, and it's wrapped in plastic, and I tore open so that I could, well, first of all, I took a photograph of everything, right? I wanted to show my caseworker what it was like beforehand, get a before and after screenshot, before I move in. That way you get some liability and accountability in case anything goes wrong. Say, hey, this is how it looked, right? This is what was there already. I didn't damage the property or anything like that. But anyways, I also wanted to show all the mail, and I took photographs of every piece of mail, and I didn't open them because some of these things are private and confidential, specifically only for other tenants. Obviously, don't touch that kind of stuff. If I ever get a chance, I think one day I'll return it to the family members or to them directly if there is a way. It's kind of a debate because if you do that, then the other person knows that you live there. So that's like telling someone your address indirectly. Anyways, I opened that. I kept these inside a closet, but and threw away at least 50% of the mail that I thought was completely junk that I didn't need at all. It's like some, pizza, brochures and some real estate stuff that had like 5 copies, keep only one. And I opened one, and just by sliver, and then I put in what you see down here. I'm gonna try and move it to the camera so you can see better. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these like USB cable wire gadgets, my USBs for the work I do, screenshots, the paperwork, the documentation, the spreadsheets, my income tax stuff, that I would do at the library. So it's kind of all here. I realize now that the light is facing the wrong way. My apologies. That's why you couldn't see it very well. Well, if I move closer, you can't see it anyway. So, but yeah. Oh God, the lighting's so much better. I wish I had turned the ring light around. So that's what this is all about. And it was to place all these gadgets inside and the cables, and so that we could actually do our work when we have the library. We also put inside here something else that's important, and this is supplements. And so I want to say that should be covered in the next one, but here are some supplements, right? I just took out the health pack and the bottles and place it inside here from the luggage bag. No, I took them off from my drop leg, which I'm not wearing. I'm trying to keep it. So I not only am I not wearing the luggage bag, I'm not wearing the drop leg anymore right now. Because when it gets really hot and sweaty, I just don't want to carry stuff with me. And I just couldn't find a solution to it recently. And this is not a good solution at all. Because this is all just a grocery bag. So grocery bag, by the way, because the mail, you can tell, here is, the mail was a sealed, looks like a Shoppers Drug Mart. So apparently at the new place, there's a Shoppers Drug Mart nearby. Right, it's right across from the street. And, it's already torn, the plastic inside here somewhere. So I went to Longo's, a more expensive sort of grocery chain yesterday, and I, for backup, put the newspaper bag inside the grocery bag with all the contents inside. And it was a good idea because everything just spilled out halfway through the day. So it worked out. And that's that. And I think that's everything. I don't really want to cover anything more. Inside here, there's a Canadian Tire. There's mail from the city as well. So just any construction work that has some construction notices. Oh, and we have these chopsticks here. Once again, useful stuff in case I'm going to be anything outdoors, which I did with let's say L. I had a meal with L yesterday, the guy who's really heavy into sustainability and is running his own business. So, and R, L and R, left and right buttons, or if you want to take a Death Note reference, but L is nothing like the L that I know. Okay, but L and R, two people I met over the past 48 hours. I met a lot. I actually spoke with security guards and met new people as well. And there was not every encounter was positive, obviously, but yeah, there was like it was a good recovery, but it was like started off well and then went dipped and there's conflict and then it's like better. Anyways, so that's that. And yeah, this bag, I'm gonna take it with me today, and I'm gonna put this down and say the video is going to close. It's garbage, and we're just gonna, what? Why don't I just do it on the camera right here? So napkins and chopsticks inside, and herbal stuff. We're gonna take it to the luggage bag, so we'll place it inside here for now. At least until we get to the storage, into the unit. And then there's garbage here, so I can put the garbage within the garbage. Yeah, I'm not pausing the video this time. I'm just gonna, it's not a big deal. And I'll put it inside here, just again, take it outside, it's trash. And then that's it. So that's everything here. Yeah, perfect. Speaking of which, there's probably something else I need to get rid of as well. I'm looking on the side, I can see that there are receipts from the previous day. And I'm not supposed to have it here because it's okay. We'll leave it. Sounds like it's going to be another video though. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, it is. So I'm going to keep it separate. All right, that's it. I had to get that done because now we also have to cover something else. There's just no end. Like we have, can I move the camera down here and show you what's just in the past 4 days? We got 3 new packages of stuff. Oh, I can't even show you because whatever, it's in the way. I look forward to it. This will keep it as a surprise, I guess. Some stuff that I can cover related to the new business products coming in. For Design Health Sciences, basically cellular nutritional company, business sales commissions. And then there's another one here, another package that I received from my old friends, colleagues, volunteers, staff at the seniors home that I used to volunteer at, and I still do volunteer, but it's a little bit of burn there. I'll talk about it in the next video. All right, see you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna record it right now, but I need to wash really bad. Honestly, that's what I need to do. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. And again, highlights, frustrations, and a meme joke or something relevant to this video, which is storytelling. Have you met someone new over the course of the past couple days, or just someone you want to talk about in brief, confidence, right? And or have you, thought of these kind of planning things? There's a bit of headache behind that too. Okay, thank you for showing up, guys, for listening. Again, NBA young boy cousins are. I saw your video on one of your brother's birthday, so really, really good stuff there. And there's just nothing quite like brothers. And think of like FMA, Full Metal Alchemist. Anyways, appreciate y'all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.